Hello everyone, how are you all? I'm Saurabh Sharma, assistant professor at the College of Commerce, and I'm teaching you the most important subject of second year, that is income tax. And in the yesterday's video, we started a new chapter, that is income from salary. And today's video, I will pursue with the same chapter, that is income from salary. Let's revise the first what we did in the last video. Then we will continue with the same and study the new topic. Okay, let's start it again. Heads of income. There are five heads of income, that is salary, house property, PGBP, capital gain, and other source. And in salary, there are three heads. There are three sections, that is 15, 16, 17. In section 15, there is a basic charging section, and section 16 is a deduction allowed, that is section 16, and section 3rd, professional tax and all others. And in the 17, section 17, there are all other procedures. Okay, what are the learning objectives of salary? Identify the point where when salary income is chargeable to tax, comprehend the meaning of salary and profit in lieu of salary, allowance and perquisites and various retirement benefits, and identify the allowance and perquisites exempt from tax, and so on. Now the question arises that how to calculate the salary, income from salary. This is the performa and the format of calculating salary, as I told you in the last video, and today we are going to revise this format. First, we write the basic salary, P, commission, bonus, and then allowances P received. Only taxable portion of allowances will be written on the amount column, and the amount which is not taxable is not written in the amount column. Okay, guys, that is like allowances, like when we pay something, when the employer pay money for the facilities and not the facilities directly provided to the employee, then we call it a house rent allowance, not the facility. If the employer provide directly house to the employees, then it is called house rent, sorry, house perquisite, not house rent allowance. In this case, the employer is providing allowance. Allowance means money instead of benefit. Okay, the next allowance is children education allowance. What is children education allowance? When employer provide the money, when employer provide money or funds to the for the employees education, when the employer provides funds for the employee education, then the amount is taxable in the hands of employee excess except 100 rupees per month per child. Let's assume that I am an employer and you are employee. I am providing you 10,000 rupees per month. That means 1,20,000 per annum for the education of your child, and the exemption amount is 100 rupees per child, and you have only one child. Then the 100 into 12, that is 1,200 amount is exempt, and rest, that is 1,80,000 and 1,18,200 is taxable in the hands of employee. Likewise, if the employer provide the hostel facility for the employee's children, and then the funds provided by the employer to employee is included in the salary of the employee except the 300 per month per child. If the employer provide transport facility to the employee, then the amount provided by the employer is taxable in the hands of employee. But deduction of deaf and dumb and blind, it means handicapped people, of 3,200 per month will be allowed for the transport allowance. And there is a entertainment allowance, um, but and deduction for the entertainment allowance is also provided to the employee, but first included, then deduction will be allowed. And there are so on allowance. And now we come to the perquisite. What is perquisite? When the employer provide the facility to the employee instead providing them a money or funds, then this is called the perquisites. Like I am an employer and you are employee. I provide my house to you for the accommodation for you and your family. Then it is called valuation of rent-free accommodation. And how? rent perquisite. Okay, where the accommodation is provided by the government to its employees, license fee determined by the government, and less the amount actually paid by the employee is taxable in the heads of employee. And there are so on procedure of calculating the value of perquisite, which is included in the income of salary. And there are so on perquisites. Any other perquisites like sweeper, if I'm provide the sweeper, gardener and watchman, and the gas, electricity and water supply to the employee for household consumption, the provision of free, you have to learn. Okay, there are so many procedures of understanding this chapter. You have to learn it and write it, revise it multiple times so that you can do the numericals. Without understanding, learning, writing, uttering, you cannot do the numericals of the income from salary. If the employer provide interest-free loan to you, it is also a perquisites. Okay, then the value of perquisite will be calculated and included in the salary. And value of gift, if the employer provide the gift to employee, then it is also included in his salary. Use of movable asset, if the employer provides his movable asset to the employee, then it is also taxable. Transfer of movable immovable assets. Okay, LTC. LTC, if the banks provide its employee to travel any of the city or any of the uh, country to travel. This is called leave travel concession. And the bank provide funds and the hotels and the hotels and the travel tickets for traveling for their and their family. Okay. Okay, now gratuity. We come to the gratuity. When the employer retire, when the employee retire, employer provide a collection, a bunch of money, a bundle of money, which is collected from his salary, which is deducted from his salary, which is provided to them after the end of his term. Okay, this is called gratuity, and the same is pension. All the things, leave salary will be included in his salary. Okay, when the gross salary is added, deduction under section 16 will be deducted from this. Deduction of section 16 1A is up to 50,000. Entertainment allowance only for government employees up to 5,000 only, or basic one fifth of the basic salary. And professional tax paid by the employee. Okay, section 16 third. Okay, now we come to the motor car budget in the next video. Okay, but you have to understand it, learn it, know it. I hope you understand this concept. Please note it if not yet done. The basic salary, commission, let's revise it. Basic salary, commission, bonus and allowances, children allowance, transport allowance. We learn the all allowances in the next and the upcoming videos. Taxable perquisites, house rent allowance is the most important allowance. You must learn it. Value of motor car. This is also the important. We covered it in the today's class. Interest-free loan or concessional loan. As the employer provide loan to their family. This is the most basic topic. Okay, let's end it, and we will cover it in class. Thank you, guys.